course, being here is pretty special, and we're here. It's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight, the top requested license.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
So muestra el trailer.
The team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content. And we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time. Yep. So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, okay. So let's start and reveal our new killer. Yeah. Let's show that bad boy.
Yes! No, ¿qué? ¿Qué es eso? Marica.
You like that?
¡Ah!
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So
Voy a estar en inglés esa mierda.
I guess we made the right choice. Yeah, it was
No, se pone en español esa mierda. No se puede poner en español. Bueno, lo
ultimate villain of the series. And for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known
Yo creo que en un gameplay.
Absolutely, yes. So the animatronic, today we won't go into the power or the perks.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not revealing a lot, but we'll show some screenshots later, and if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting. We're adding on top of the killer a very interesting survivor and killer mechanic.
A ver, el superviviente. Está hablando del superviviente. ¡Ay!
That will appear every time you play as Springtrap, or that you face Springtrap. So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream. But I want to say that the power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course. And there are going to be a few really cool ones as we release this. But there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie. And we're going to show a little thing.
A ver. Ay, no mames. Ay, qué chiva, güey, puta. Marica, se parece igualito. ¿Ese quién es, el superviviente?
So, of course, you may have noticed on screen there, this is the yellow rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard. So we...
¡Quiero un gameplay!
It's fine, get it out. Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the characters. That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
A ver.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like
¿Es killer?
an ape thing. So hold on a sec. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Fun.
He is such a cool guy.
So as you've seen, there is no survivor in this chapter. But, yeah, But there is a
Mapa. Vamos a ver el mapa. Mapa.
Thank you. We couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location.
Marica, sale el 25 de mayo. ¿Cuánto falta para eso? ¡Ah, qué chiva el mapa! Está melo. Quiero un gameplay. Quiero un gameplay, no quiero fotos.
So instead of looking at it through camera, you're actually going to walk in it. It's filled with Easter eggs, surprises, and of course, jump scares.
¡Ay, mira los animatrónicos ahí! No, está bueno el mapa, está bueno.
And there's also one fantastic... Oh, well, I'll let you react to this a little
Marica, tiene segundo piso.
It is cool. It's an awesome map. The team did great. Can't wait for you to play into it. So there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
¡Ah!
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature, and that's what we'll do. All right.
A ver.
I mean, if everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but we try to listen, is what I'm saying.
¿Será que dicen así, huevón?
What else?
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay. There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that do not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the weeks leading up to the actual release. So right now,
¿Qué es esa mierda?
we'll scoot. Dave will be back later, don't worry. And right now we'll leave the room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
¡Ey! ¿Qué pasó? Nos dejaron sin gameplay. No. Colección, no sé qué es esa mierda.
What is it we're removing? We're removing the map? No? Okay. I couldn't hear backstage. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, huh? Wow. How do we follow that?
I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you how, Rose. With upcoming collections.
See?
Thanks for joining us, Rose. Rose is, as often as we can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics that are planned, and today is no exception. So why don't we dive in, because this show is running by us very quickly. So speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let people know maybe for the first time, about a year ago, we did a community contest where people got to submit designs for killers and survivors, among with other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe. We got Jake Lone Wolf.
¿Y eso qué es?
Jake Lone Wolf outfit by Fairy Kun, Little Friend Badge by Yuki Yamato, and
fuck?
Singularity Death Top by It's Your Boy. You may have heard some discussion about
Esa mierda, John Davis,
Singularity.
No entiendo eso.
That it's missing something on its face. Should we add the frowny face back to that? Now we have to. I'm sorry.
Fine.
This is how community people pressure the devs to do things.
Just for you, though. Just for you.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned. And we have a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in Rifts throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So, cosmetics. Sorry for shouting.
Cosmético.
So there's a really
Es
exciting
el
one,
pase que
Rose,
no
that,
está ahorita, pero está
you know,
feo. Ah, es el pase.
taps into
Ah.
maybe a video game relevant
Eso.
audience.
Eso, sí, un video que... ¡Ah!
So, as you guys might already know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by Daylight. As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and
Fortuna.
Dungeons and Dragons chapters, now we're super thrilled to be
Don Millón y
inviting
Dragones,
another
capítulo...
incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight with...
A ver, ¿qué pasó? ese...
Place. There's evil here.
¿Quién es ese man? Yo no lo conozco. What the fuck?
You guessed it, The Witcher collection coming out on June 3rd.
June 3rd, very soon. So fans of The Witcher, of which I am one, you're one, and I hope we got some other. It sounds like we have
¿Quién
some
será
other
ese man? Yo
fans
no lo
here.
conozco.
It's a cosmetic collection of 6 new Witcher-themed outfits coming to the fog.
Exactly. And of the 6, there are 2 legendary outfits. The first one being the Leshen outfit for the artist.
¿Qué es eso? Bueno, está chimba,
And
está
of
chimba.
course, Geralt of Rivia
Ese killer está
outfit for
chimba. Pero ese man ni sé
Vittorio.
quién puta será. Colaboración, sí, es una colaboración también.
One of the best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug
Y ahora John John. Ah, te vas a
the
comprar
original
el
voice actor.
personaje, el del killer.
Shout out to Doug Cockle. Any fans of him? He's actually in attendance at PAX this weekend. I saw. He's down in the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
And that's not all. In this collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
¿Quién es esa?
Ciri,
Yo no sé, gritan, pero yo no sé quién será.
Triss Merigold,
¿Wiwatch es un
and
videojuego?
Eridan.
Yo no lo conozco, marica. Ese está melo, ese está melo,
So
ese está
stay
melo.
tuned. We'll release more info on our socials later.
Wow. I actually didn't know we were going to show all those. That's great. We change things at the last minute a lot of times. So those look fantastic.
Voy a
I'm
entrar en un
excited.
torneo de
Just a note
DVD.
about,
¿Vos
if you're
sabías?
wondering if
¿Qué
you're-
torneo, marica? Vos no me dijiste pura mierda, vos no me dijiste nada.
his medallion, Geralt's medallion, the eyes light up in the Witcher. That's not going to happen.
Y esas
in our
skins
game,
están
so,
lindas.
you know, the entity doesn't want him to have kind of a...
Suppresses all magical powers.
Yeah, so in case people were worried about that, it's not happening. Okay, so...
We also have some super cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same time. And one of them is this
¿Qué es esa mierda?
amazing Geralt in the Tub player card.
¿Qué es eso?
We couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so enjoy.
Our requisite feat content has been met for the show. So yes, June 3rd, it is right around the corner, get psyched. But we still have some more to show you of other things. We're done with The Witcher for now, but other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day, he did a TV show with the Boulet brothers called Dracula. And they did a Dead by
Dracula.
Daylight themed episode, which was
¿Cómo que Drácula?
flippin' cool. And why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, it was super cool. I'm jealous of Matt. But they also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
This is Dracula and Swantula, your queens of darkness, the Boulet brothers.
¿Qué es esa
And we are
mierda?
so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight. One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by Daylight challenge, and our cast had
What the
to come
fuck?
up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
Ay, marica,
Boulet Brothers
participaron
collectible
para una
feature
skin de
two
Dead by Daylight,
outfits.
marica.
The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress. modeled
Hicieron
after the
cosplay.
design for that episode. The second is the Boulet Brothers artist outfit for the artist, which is a mix of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th. We'll see you in the fog.
What the fuck? ¿Quién ganó? ¿Quién ganó? A ver.
Look at that.
Ay, qué chido. Ay, ganó ese marica.
Couple of concepts here of what
Ah,
you
no.
just saw.
What the fuck? No entiendo un culo.
We're going to keep it rolling because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is something from the extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
What can you tell us about this one?
So last year, Supermassive Games released The Casting of Frank Stone, which explored the origins of a brand new killer. This year, Frank Stone in his
Uy, marica.
transformed state will be entering the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper. You can look for
¿Qué
the
es
Frank
eso?
Stone's
The
champion
casting
outfit to
of
be
Frank
released
Stone
in September.
from the work
And
of
just
Day
as
by
a note,
Daylight.
If you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot.
¿En Debbie vas a transmitir el torneo?
But that is what it's based on. So stay tuned for that one. All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now. No excuse not to buy it. Go play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive. We love them. Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today is adding some new outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Yep, we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection. Both of which are releasing on August 5th. The first one is Lara's classic ensemble, which is the
¡Qué
iconic
pote de Tomb Raider!
Croft.
Yep, this is the iconic look that started it all for Tomb Raider, and we're super happy to be bringing it to Dead by Daylight. We'll also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Yep. Wasn't ready yet. Just stay tuned.
Fans will recognize it, though.
That's true. Get hype. Thank you so much, Rose. I told you this would be fine. FNAF is a big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys? So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out Dead by Daylight, our social media, and you can catch them there. And now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Folks, now you got to spend a minute with me. I'm sorry. So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also Behavior, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight. There is a desire from ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can, and our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face. Not my face, don't worry.
Entiendo.
So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone. If the clone doesn't kill you first. It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face. The game actually started as a jam game around the theme of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
¿Qué es eso? Es un juego. What the fuck? It Has My Face. Ah, es un juego.
So you can actually head to Steam right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. One last thing from the extended world of Behavior. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah. Well, They are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melted. Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check it out on Twitch at Red Hook Studios. I believe we're even going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here. Hi, Dave.
Hello, Eric.
I got to readjust myself. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
All right, Dave. We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show.
As it should, yes.
Marica, yo creo que el parche que tiene ese marica en el ojo es una referencia a Foxy.
New killer, new survivor.
Oh, killer, nuevo survivor.
That's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you have not created it yet.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Dave?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so obviously we have an amazing community. They have a lot of
Es de Foxy.
We've seen it in, homemade killers.
¿Qué van a meter killer de Foxy?
predictions
No
online,
creo.
how to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience that we're going to get. It's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So, Dave, I'm super excited about this. How did this idea germinate and come about?
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And I think we found the right format.
I think so. So do you want to talk about the format, or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So basically what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something, people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something extraordinary that everybody will love. And so we are using a choose-your-own-adventure format for this. Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here pretty young, might not know what Choose Your Own Adventure is.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series of books. And you read a story, there's a great narrative, and then you have a choice to make at every page that will bring you either to the dungeon, to open a door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So a strong narrative that will bring you into the creation of these creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices to build from step by step each of these characters.
Absolutely.
So I think the community is probably going to make something special with their choices and pretty wild. Do you want to kind of give an example of what they might look like, those choices?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the eye-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character, otherworldly character? And so we have these eye-level fantasy, and then based on the top vote, we move on to, in the story. And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be, is it an undead character? Is it a person that has occult supernatural powers? And so on until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
Absolutely. Of course, Survivor don't have powers, but they have perks to define. They have a rich backstory. Why do we empathize with them? So you'll get to forge this story, what relationship they have and how it defines
Parce, dejen de hablar mierda.
this survivor.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be in game, you see, oh, I got a new choice to make this week. You go and vote, and then maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it. But there is a twist. So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat, to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic. So we will always give you the padding choice of the top winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So there's a lot of question there. There's a lot of steps, and for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
You should see the crazy flowchart Miro board he's built. It's amazing. So the idea is to take all these folks through the whole production cycle, yeah?
Yeah, so pre-production, we start with fantasy, themes, etc. And then when we finish this, we won't stop for production. We will involve you in production as well. So anytime that usually in a chapter creation, we get to decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use, we see different concept and we choose the best one, we will involve you into that. So for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
Yep, it's a big experiment that I'm psyched to take you through because you might actually learn something along the way about how flippin' complex game development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think it's going to be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way
Siguen
too,
hablando
so that you
mierda.
can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
Yep, so, whoa, Matt's excited. Yeah, so the idea is, our 10th anniversary, almost a year-ish from now, is all about you, the community. So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year, yeah?
Absolutely. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be a super nice adventure. Can't wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So, right, we're not going to wait too long to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, oh, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, oh, whoa, let's let the community choose. So right down to the name of the chapter, we're talking about everything. So we'll see you out there.
So keep an eye out on our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave,
hey, no problem.
for joining us one more time. Thank
you, Bax.
We're shockingly on time, and that means I get to make a merch shout out. Let's see that merch, folks. Matt's making his way out here. You can maybe still get some, so it's not this one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop right now, on the DBD shop. So, yeah, hi, Matt. Why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit of the show, if you've watched the anniversary once or twice, where you figure, oh, there's got to be something that comes after, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this year.
Because we heard Gorgiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very close attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you already told them throughout the show.
yeah, there's been a bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast, a bunch of hints. So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly, we're looking at you. And then give us our best
Creo que lo último son las
speculations and
camisetas que habla.
theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
Shrek is what was shouted from the crowd if you're watching at home.
I think Shrek is in the maybe pile.
He's not even joking.
So yeah, go on our socials, tag us, and give us your best speculations and your best guesses. We will let you know if you were right.
Como si
We
3
already
días.
watched the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you on a stage. Shout out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah. But it's not that.
You're not supposed to.
I shouldn't say that, but
no,
it's
you're
not
not supposed to. All right, well, one last time, thank you again
Yeah.
so very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Boston, Massachusetts. We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that. Stay tuned.
And come see us at the booth afterwards.
We'll-
Yeah, we'll be happy to
Hablan de un
hug and
gameplay, a ver.
shake hands.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
¡Ya! Uy, se acabó. Marica, ¿y el gameplay? No han subido el tráiler del FNAF.
This might be the best one yet. Did it say game mode? Everybody run! Come on, the DVD!
¡Es todo! Marica, pero ya.
And come see us at the booth afterwards.
We'll-
Yeah, we'll be happy to hug and shake hands.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
Esto ya se quedó ahí. Bueno, muchachos. El fue puta directo se acabó. No salió el tráiler de... ¿De qué es? Del DVD. Lo han de subir más tarde. Solamente es el tráiler de Tokio. Y nada más. Bueno, entonces este creo que fue el directo de hoy. Sí, porque ya no salió más.
You found me every single time. What are you talking about?
Well, so I get notified when someone's trying to destroy a portal.
Oh, that's annoying.
That's why I was just like, oh, I'm gonna teleport over there real quick.
What the fuck, ¿quién está jugando aquí?
I have no idea how to do anything, as most people have seen.
You might have to like stop your webcam.
Bueno, no sé. Y el directo fue hasta aquí, marica, ya no hay más directo. Ah. Ya no hay directo del DVD. No, ya lo acabaron. Ya lo acabaron. Sí, ya lo acabaron, ya lo acabaron, ya lo acabaron. Bueno, falta que suban el tráiler de FNAF. Y todo lo que va a salir. Bueno chicos, esto fue el directo de hoy, reaccionando al tráiler de Tan Tan Tan. Estuvo bacán, estuvo chimba. Lo malo es que no voy a poderlo jugar. Bueno, sí lo voy a poder jugar, pero pues no tan fluido. Pero pues, a ver si puedo vivir la experiencia del FNAF. Llega el 25 de mayo, o sea, ¿nada? ¿Cuándo es? Mierda. Falta mucho, faltan como 2 semanas. Pero bueno. Nada, marica, ya acabaron el directo. Ya lo acabaron. Ya no mostraron nada más. Ahí quedó el directo. Toca esperar solamente hasta el 25. Toca esperar también que suban el tráiler porque no lo han subido. Y eso. Y eso, John John. A ver. Es que no lo suben. Pero no creo que lo suban a hoy. Han de subir, no sé. Es que faltan hartos días para que llegue al juego de FNAF. Ay, no, bueno, pues entonces. Ah, ¿ya viste el trailer de GTA 6 también? Estuvo chimba el trailer de GTA 6. Estuvo muy chimba, estuvo muy chimba. Bueno, entonces, hasta aquí voy a dejar el directo. Ya cuando suban el tráiler, no sé, voy a verlo ya solo. Y eso, muchachos. John va a transmitir en Twitch para el torneo, así que vayan a seguirlo. Y eso. A ver. Estuvo muy melo, ¿sí o qué? Bueno. John David, descárgate el Blockstack y jugamos. Descárgate ese, descárgate ese. Ten compasión de mí hasta que compré la gráfica. Ese jueguito me corre bien. Y es chimba, y es chimba. Para jugarlo, para jugarlo. También descárgate el Valorant. ¿Y qué más? Ay, eso. Ay, el Minecraft lo tengo el telelauncher. Para jugar, para jugar. Debe de Fernán Flota, a ver. Juego de disparos, juego de disparos. Si lo vas a crear o no. ¿Ves? DVD Fernán Flo. Ah, este sí lo vi, marica. Yo sí lo vi este. Descárgatelo, esa mierda no pesa nada. Eso pesa qué, unos 10 gigas nomás pesa. Para que juegues conmigo.
Ayuda, por favor, déjame.
También, te voy a dejar escapar esta vez también.
Gracias, gracias, gracias.
A ver, te voy a dejar escapar. Y gracias. ¿En qué mundo hemos caído en el que el asesino deja ir a su presa?
Ay, Bers.
Seguramente ahorita mismo Jason estaría muy decepcionado de ti.
Hace 8 años, marica, se empezó a jugar cuando casi salió el juego.
Hola. Oiga. Hola.
Dios mío.
No, suéltame. Has sido tú, Germán.
No estoy colgado, ¿no?
Ah, yo pensé que la mecánica de esconderse era nueva, ya ha sido vieja ya.
Ya estoy colgado. Me va a meter el... Oh, Dios mío. ¿Alguien me puede salvar?
Sí, pero si te deja él.
A ver, no te preocupes, Town. No te preocupes. Todavía estoy vivo yo. Yo soy el as bajo la manga.
Dale, verdad.
Espérate, te voy a colocar de acá aquí, ¿vale? Yo hago la música de fondo.
Dame margen que me piro,
Escúchame, ven aquí, ven Fernan a por Town. Ah, no, yo no voy a salir de...
A ver.
Ahora el asesino va a ser Germán.
Es otro.
¿Estáis conmigo o estoy yo solo? Yo siempre por alguna razón aparezco con Town, con la
Ay,
chica.
yo sé cuál es la razón, pero...
Te voy a dar un abrazo, ¿dónde están? ¿Dónde estáis? A ver, mira, hay uno, no sé quién es.
Espérate, malditos.
¡Hola! Mira, me apareció aquí el entrenador Pokémon. Vamos.
¿Ah, sí? Cuidado, huye de él, no sea que piense que eres un Pokémon.
Tengo un Pikachu para ti.
Marica, qué chimba ya tener la gráfica para poder transmitir. Además que ya sale ese hijo de puta del de fnaf Freddy's. No. Qué rabia. Ah, pero estaba chimba el FNAF cuando era antes. Yo pensé que era feito, pero estaba chimba. Es que el FNAF del DVD. FNAF retirado. Town refunando. ¿Qué? Refunadado. Verse. Siendo olvidado. Juega Germán sigue brillando. Aquí fue putas. Voy a traer a mi hermana. ¡Breve, mano! Bueno, muchachos, hasta aquí el directo de hoy. Maricón, John David, descargate ese que te digo, el BlueStack, y lo jugamos un rato. Para poder jugar con vos, Zapa. Y ya, bueno. Tuvo chimba la reacción de FNAF. Y bueno, ahí está todo. Nos vemos, ¿qué? ¿Mañana? No, mentira. Gracias por ver el directo. Estuvo chimba la reacción. Y nos vemos. ¿Nos vemos qué? Nos vemos. Bueno, nos vemos cuando ya esté chimba. Chao, muchachos. Gracias por ver el directo y los quiero mucho. Chao.